Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on iKeysRacing. Boys and girls, welcome to you all back. And first of all, thank you very much for watching my video published yesterday about the first episode of this GTLegends hands-on that I'm discovering together with you all. And it has been very kind from your side to watch so immediately the video. I must apologize because I've noticed for pure casualty that the video, this one of the GTLegends published yesterday, and the Indy 500 and the tribute did for Roland and Ayrton on some devices gives back just the left audio channel. So I'm sorry, I apologize with you all. On my computer was practically perfect, on other computers the same, but unluckily for what I've seen, some devices are fed by YouTube just with the left audio channel. So sorry, and again apologize for this. Today I've updated all the audio drivers both from my computer and from my Macintosh, so I hope that from now onwards it will be easier and less let's say a mess to finally at least listen to the video in a stereo way like is usual basically. So we are here back on the episode number 2 for GTLegends. We have to race the second stage of this challenge, so we can go directly to race in Zolder. If you remember, we have won the first understop race with the Mini Cooper, so very happy to have won a race once in my life without a particular effort. This time on Zolder I do not know the track, but to make a sort of decent let's say step, I'm going to load the basic setup head for understop when we have raced the previous episode, save it as I already did as a setup for Zolder, and this is a decent base I think, and we can start to make some practice on this track and learn the circuit, and also discover if we are capable or not to score another victory, or at least score some points. The missing part is this one. So as yesterday, if you don't mind, I try again this immersive way to drive and race. I hope you like it. And also I must admit it is I think decently, without presumption, decently well made. At least you see directly what I do, and as you can see also the set of wheels and pedals is new because I did break the other one of the Logitech GT Driving Force used in the previous episode. It's just a sort of issue with the fix system. I will understand if I will be capable to fix it or not. And apart from this, we can go on track. The setup is more or less already done also for this set. So let's see if we can be competitive as we did in the last episode, the first race at Understop in Sweden. But also I was saying sorry, but also I hope to offer you a nice view from the cockpit for what I do. Okay, the first turn was not to be taken full throttle, so maybe we can wait the next contender to use him for a learning step process. But I think is quite steep at this stage. Sorry, but with cold tires and without knowing the track is quite a mess. Anyway, let's start to be very slow, make some practice, and I will then edit the video to go directly to the qualifying session. Okay, we made some laps of pure practice. Okay, let's follow these two guys that at least know the track better than me. Okay, back on track after some laps of practice. At least now I do have a sort of personal pace, maybe not the quickest, but the only thing I checked so far is the brake balance. That was tending to be too overloaded on the front. Now maybe we have also finished the fuel, so we can go to the pit and just have a look. So as we did previously for the understop, so comparing what we have done at understop, the basic setup is more or less the same. I would like just to point out that the left front, the majority of turns are on the right side, and the front left, sorry, is working perfectly, so is completely with the same temperature of the left front tire is perfectly balanced, the level of the temperature of the surface, so it does mean that the tire is perfectly, let's say, flat to put its fingerprint on track. The rear end is, as you can see, a bit more blown in the center part of the tire instead of the outer and inner part, so we can go down by 1 kilopascal to try to put this to 54 or this to 55, and the same here, 50 in the central like in and out, or maybe bring up to 51 the other two parts. The front has this particular compromise, if you like. We are perfectly balanced on the left front tire with all the three temperatures, as I said before. The front right tire instead looks like a bit more, let's say, putting the fingerprint on the internal and mid part. The outer part is not at the same temperature, but 1 degree of difference is not, let's say, something terrible, I mean. And the other thing I did was just to bring the brake balance at this level was on, I don't remember, it was 70, and it was not really the perfect balance, because with some heavy brake points it tended to block the front tires. I would say gears are okay. I'm not going to touch anything else, but so far I just save the same setup as a sort of improvement in the game, and we can maybe go, even if we are very slow, because we are almost at the end of the field. I think we can go to the qualifying session and have a go. So we can start from here, perfect. And maybe we can add 2 more laps just to be sure to have a different sorry, to reduce a bit the number of laps, of liters of laps, just to have the car a bit lighter and do our qualifying session. Let's have some cars running and scoring some lap times, just to have, let's say, a comparison. I'm sure I'm not going to score a pole position, but at least I think I can play then in the race like we did in understop. Okay. I'm sorry to not have the possibility to use the clutch. As you can see, now we have a set of 3 pedals, but unluckily it doesn't work. I don't know why. I have some troubles with drivers and hardware on this computer. The track itself is not difficult, let's say, but it's not one of my favorite, let's say. I just have memories of this being the track where unluckily Jules Villeneuve in 1982 season lost his life driving the Ferrari in the qualifying session of the Saturday, crashing with Jochen Mass and the car he was driving. It maybe was an Arrow, I don't remember. But I must admit, from a layout point of view, it's not a bad circuit. Oh, sorry, I wanted to let pass this driver, but I hadn't seen him arriving. Here we are. Okay, this is the last corner, last chicane. Let's try our first quick lap. Tires are not completely warmed up. There's still a bit of understeer. Of understeering attitude. But I think in this lap we will get the right temperature. As you can see, we have passed a Ford Mustang that is very powerful, with a top height speed quicker than our Mini. Okay, now flat out with cold tires that are just a memory, and the free track in front of us. I still have to learn a bit more precisely the type of line to follow, because many turns are, let's say, late. So basically you start to turn the car, but the ratio of the turn arrives a bit later. so sometimes you think the turn has started, but we are still in the braking area. But anyway, as long as you continue to race the track, you arrive to a point where it is almost familiar. One more lap. Maybe too aggressive. Too wide. And now, after so many turns on the right, starts to arrive the chicane part of the track. This is the first, the triple chicane. Right turn on the left, and now a hard braking zone. Or this another triple turn, right, left, turn, full throttle. And we are arriving to the end of the circuit with a last hard braking zone for a single right turn. Then full throttle, a fake chicane, and now the last chicane left-right before the finish line. Another one before the end of the fuel. No, this one is not my friend. It's not a turn I can afford as I want. So I have to adapt more on the behavior of the car, that on quick turns is quite light in the front, and I can't be aggressive as I would. I've cut too much the previous chicane, but and I've been too aggressive here, almost ruining the lap of the Lotus Cortina colored in pale blue. As you can see, the engine starts to have a sort of misfire. We are finishing the fuel. Sorry, I wanted just to go to the pits, but I didn't consider the one that was in front of me. Okay, let's go to the garage. I would like to keep things like they are now. Temperatures are okay, the car is behaving like I want outside the part of the quick turns on the right at the beginning of the track, but I want to keep things let's say simple like they are, and I'm not going to play with the toe in, toe out, etc. I don't have time, let's say. But anyway, as you can see, we have the 6th overall lap time, 1 second almost far from Mr. Furiari, or Furiani, I don't remember. That was our contender that arrived second at the Understop Grand Prix. And so, nothing. I would like to go on this way. To me, qualification can be finished now. I just want to prepare for the race. And we finish where? Okay, 18, so we were not so quick. Anyway, 5 laps to score, so we load a decent amount of fuel just to be sure to use all the possible resources. And if you are ready, I'm ready. We can go to race the Belgian Grand Prix, if you can call it so. Let's race together. By night, wow. As usual, a good start from myself. Let's try to stay far from crashes. We are quicker in the chicane than many other drivers. Maybe a threesome chicane is not the right choice. Ooh. Fantastic. I don't know if you have seen, let's say if I can give you the replay, but he tried to fight me. Maybe he was a bit upset of the previous touch. Here is not visible, but he just moved in the center of the fantastic, at the center of the track to fight me more. Here we are again. Compared to the Mustangs, we are quicker in the low part of the track. We should be P4 now, but we are very also far from the podium. I don't think we will succeed on chasing and catching the two cars in front of us. They are much powerful and much quicker than us. Anyway, if you start from the back, you can see how many great duel you can get, especially in this game that gives, sorry for the mistake, gives a lot of difference between the categories, the cars. So you have the Mini and the Abarth 1000 very quick on the low part of the circuit and very full of good handling. Then on long straights you pay a bit the most powerful cars, and also if you force too much like I did, at a certain point you burn the tires. And you start to sleep. I mean, to start to have a car that is very slippery, not to sleep like if you are sleeping. P3, if I'm not wrong. Yes. The podium is not safe so far. Okay, P2nd, not bad at all. I mean, just the second race of the Cup Championship. We have won the previous one. I've made some mistakes also here, but not bad at all. And especially we are in front of Mr. Furiani, that was the second car arriving in the last race, and here I see an understop south. I don't know. This is Zolder anyway, not understop. We've been the quickest this time by 4/10. And so let's finish the race after this second podium in a row with the first Austin Mini 14th. So we are also making a bit of difference as a driver, if you like, because the first car like our is very far, 30 seconds far. So let's go ahead. And so, having arrived in front of Mr. Furiani and having on the back Carl Anton, considering that also, I don't remember, he's the one that won the race. I haven't seen, sorry, I was distracted. Anyway, with a first and a second place today, we are still leading the championship, the cup, and so far so good. Let's hope to finish as well in the next 4 episodes, also because wow, we have already won. I've seen 6 races presented for this cup. Maybe I was wrong. We have also earned the 20,000 money something, so we can celebrate. We have won. Fantastic, nice. Just 2 races of the cup, a first and a second, and we did it. Nice. Let's continue. So maybe depending on what kind of thing you choose, you get the other tracks. They were just presented as they were. Anyway, Fine, we have won. Are you happy? I'm happy. So we can go on in the next episode and maybe choose the Drift Kings with these slideways styles I've never seen in my life. Racing at Magny-Cours, France, Nürburgring, nice, and Monza Junior tracks. And what else? Sorry, to be honest, in my opinion, there is a bug, because this Battle of the Minute that they say we have won has been raced in Mondello Park Short and Understop South, but in the first episode we have raced at Understop, yes, this one, and then we have raced today in Zolder, so I don't really get the sense of it. Anyway, this is a cup challenge made with a surprise, I don't know why, to be honest. Anyway, we have a gold cup in our pocket, and I think it is more than enough for today. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the race of today, and we will continue in the next episode, the number 3, with the Drift Kings. Maybe we will change also the car, because we can choose between Lotus Cortina and Alfa Romeo GTA, fine, but we will see it in the next episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. Stay home, stay safe, stay racing, and best wishes to you all. From Italy, ciao from Marco. Bye bye.